Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. A story in Ardbeg 10, A Fisherman's Tale, by Neil Smart. It was a rough sea that night. He hadn't caught much, just enough mackerel to feed his family. Sea spray lashed his weather face, soaking grey hair and clothing alike. Too dangerous, he thought. Time to head back. The jagged rocks surrounding Safe Harbour were only just visible through the briny spray and har. When safer waters reached, comfort ensues. A pipe can be lit, and well deserved. Tying up the boat with strong old hands, the rope rubbing oil and salt into and off skin as it coils around the dark oak of the pier. A puff on the pipe, a basket of fish, and wet leather to carry him home. His wife is waiting, a warm smile, an embrace, and a bed await. Not yet though, a salty kiss will have to do before the day's final chore. The glass door slides to with a creak. Old bones are greeted by the heat of the day, and the senses by warm earth and tomato plants. Mixed with the smoke, fish, salt, and toil carried in. A heady, warming contentment washes over him like a wave. Tomatoes watered, it was his turn. Time for a dram. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little story in a glass. It was a weird one. It came about from a drunken night, tasting the Ardbeg 10 with my pal Russell, and we kind of started telling each other this story. So we were tasting it, and we were telling the story as we were tasting it, and I just thought, this is fantastic. It's such a great thing. It's such a creative... I mean, what other thing do you do that inspires that kind of creativity? There's not that much out there. So I really enjoyed it, and that really stuck in my head. And it's been a good few months ago now. But I couldn't sleep one night. Midnight and tossing and turning, and this story was just rattling about my head, and then this idea for the new playlist, A Story in a Glass. So yeah, I had to get it out. So I got up at midnight, walked through the house, got my pen and paper, and just wrote it down, got it out of my head. And yeah, I've not really changed it. I've tweaked it slightly, but not much. It is pretty much how it came out of my head at like 12 and 1 in the morning. So yeah, I hope you liked it. And it's one of the things I really like about whiskey. It's part of why I've got such a passion for it, is because it inspires this kind of story in your own mind, when you smell it, when you taste it, when you share it with friends. It creates these memories and stories. So I'm going to carry on doing this. It's my new playlist that I'm going to be launching. This is going to be the first video on it. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, hit the subscribe, hit the little bell to get more. I'm thinking I've got another one in my head that's rattling about in there. I don't know how often these are going to come out. It depends on my level of creativity, I suppose. But yeah, I've got another one in my head, so I'm pretty close to maybe writing that one down at least. So that should be fun. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more.